Welcome back to Sack to the Future. This is week 17, the final regular season week of 1964. And this will be the last game for the Patriots and Jets in 1964, as both have been eliminated already. The Bills winning the division at 11-5. The best the Patriots can do is 10-6, and the Jets are just trying to get back to 500, I believe. Or maybe they're just trying to get to 7-9. Either way, they're out.
Matchup between the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. With that, let's head on up to Foxborough.
So this is a kind of a surprise afternoon broadcast. Usually afternoons don't work so well, but the fact that tonight might not work, and then all of a sudden time opened up here in the afternoon, so we figured why not end the Patriots season, which will leave just the one game on this channel, the big one, the Broncos-Raiders, huge rivalry, but also Broncos trying to win the division and the #1 seed in the AFC, so that is a huge one. Maybe tonight if I do get time. Otherwise, most likely tomorrow night. But the Patriots at 9-6, they're already out. They could get 10 wins, but it won't be enough to put them in the playoffs. Just a tough year in this side of the ball. We knew that when the season started, because the real life 1965 three best teams are, one of them's the Bills right there because they're the real life AFL champions, and the other two are the Colts and Browns, who played in the NFL championship. And he thought the Colts were the better team, but the Browns destroyed them in that championship game, so clearly the Browns were the better team. Either way, the Browns and Colts are both AFC teams because it's Madden. So the AFC had all three of the champions in it, which makes it kind of hard when you only go 9-6, possibly 10-6. It's just not going to be good enough.
Here we go, the final week of the NFL season, week 17.
The Browns, Colts, and Bills all did win their divisions, so they are at least division champs. And then in the West, you have all great teams. The Chargers at 9-6 are the worst of the division.
At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
Dick Wood, 20 touchdowns, 15 interceptions. He's only 31 yards away from hitting 3,000. So he is likely to hit it unless I have a ridiculously amazing
throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care, and when you care that much, you're going to.
Of course, this is the last game of 1964, and we talked about in real life, the Patriots in real life 64 were right there with the Bills, kind of like they are this year, just came up a little bit short. We're going to come up a game short in this Sack to the Future, at least a game, maybe two games. But next year, and looking at 65, these two teams are going in opposite directions. Of course, the Jets will draft a certain quarterback from Alabama with a big arm and a quick release, and that's going to make the Jets a hard team in this division for the next better part of a decade. That, of course, is Joe Namath, where the Patriots are going the other way. This is the last year that they're going to be rated a good team. Next year, they'll drop quite a bit, and at least next year will be my last year with them. But if I couldn't make it this year, and the ratings drop that's coming next year, I would not count on the Patriots making the playoffs next year either, because the Bills remain good even though the Patriots fall off. So I'm going to be done with the Patriots after next year, so looks like I will not certainly win any kind of Super Bowl with them unless there's a huge surprise in 65. Looking forward to 66 though, when I get to switch to the Dolphins.
And that's going to make it 4th down.
There's an example of good.
I like the Dolphins more than the Patriots, for one. But even more important than that is 66 brings a couple more teams, the Dolphins and Falcons. We can start getting rid of some of these semi-pros. Right now, we're still playing with 10 semi-pro teams.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football.
Unbelievable. Okay, it does roll into the end zone.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkout pass, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone.
Let's see what Babe Parilli's done this year. He has thrown over 3,000 yards, 32 touchdowns, 27 interceptions. Too many interceptions. Good numbers as far as yardage and touchdowns, especially for 1964. But
prepping for this game,
interceptions not good
prior
enough.
to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job.
There's a 6-yard gain from Larry Garrett. Last week, 17 carries, 81 yards. On the season, he is at 991. So he will be going over 1,000 yards this game, most likely.
Everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they're doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working. And they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And he does not fall for the play action at all. Baker, comes in and gets the sack.
We talk about players blitzing all the time.
Not the play I wanted to run.
And sometimes call it just straight ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean.
There's completion to Garrett out of the backfield, or Burton out of the backfield, and a nice gain. Parilli threw that ball on the money. And right over the hands of the linebacker for a huge gain. That's a play that has been either overthrown by 10 yards in the past or underthrown. Been a pick six. So I'm glad he went ahead and threw that ball the way he was supposed to this time. Maybe something to work for next year. Really is finally learned how to throw that pattern. Oaks, Long, Morris, Neighbors, and Schmidt, the offensive line here in the last game of 64. Capoletti, Burton, Garrett, Copa, and
because we saw the sack a minute or so ago. They've got to be able to give their guy time to throw. That means communication and being physical is vital. Otherwise, this could be a long game.
2nd and 9 now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
That was a great block thrown.
That'll be a New England
first down.
Gain of 12.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be
threw it into a whole mess of Jets. So I'll take the incompletion there. Here's the Jets defense. LeVar Torsen, Rochester Holton, Jerry Philbin, Michael McDaniels in the middle, Ralph Baker, and Larry Grantham, the great Larry Grantham. Denard Paulson, Clyde Washington, Baird, and the other guy. That's his name, the other guy.
The 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10.
And there's Parilli getting sacked.
He goes down.
By Baker again. Okay, we're going to have to start blocking that guy.
Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice.
So let's see here.
They've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Why would he not? Unbelievable. He didn't even try to catch the ball. And then I'm trying to switch guys, and it keeps putting me and the guy 15 yards behind him. We got to see this replay. Parilli hit his receiver, but the receiver didn't even try. Look at this. Doesn't even turn around. Hits him right in the shoulder. Unbelievable. He's still running in just a straight line, and then when I changed to try to get someone to tackle, they made me change into him, and I couldn't move him. So Capoletti just either paid to throw the game Or another amazing
so we take a look at the playoff picture in the
glitch
AFC
by
as the
Madden,
Jets
where
come
they
back
don't
out
know
on
how
offense.
to possibly figure out the rules of football,
Final week
how
of the regular
people run
season,
patterns in football, or anything
like the regular season
remotely resembling football in any way.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down.
There's Hill, Ficka, Hudak, DeLuca, and Sherman Plunkett. Matt Snell, Bill Mathis, they'll be returning. So will Don Maynard and Big Turner. I think Big Turner's coming back.
Great matchups.
Pretty sure he is. So the big difference, of course, for the Jets next year will be Wood will be shipped off to the Raiders.
Now back to throw.
And Joe Namath will be here.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
They sure put the coverage guys in stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
23 was able to knock it down, but not pick it up.
Brings up second down.
Here's the defense, Bob T. Houston, Antoine, Jim Lee, Hunt, and Larry Eisenhower. Lonnie Farmer, Tom Addison, and Nick Bonicani are the linebackers. Russell Hanley, Ron Hall, Don Webb, and Dick Felt are your secondary men.
In sacking the quarterback, that doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Ooh, there's a nice tackle made on Matt Snell.
Right, it appeared to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They'll try to set up the
Why is he?
It's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
All right, the Jets will
punt. The good thing about covering any game I do with you is there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively.
Here you see, unfortunately, the Vikings beat the Jaguars 17-9. So the Vikings are in the playoffs, and the reason I say that's unfortunate is because if the Vikings lost, here's a look at the records real quick. Right now, the Chiefs are the number 1 seed, the Broncos are the 5 seed, the Raiders are the 6th seed, but actually the Raiders are locked in, but if the Broncos are able to beat the Raiders,
they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
The Broncos can shoot up to the 1 seed.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense,
game.
Thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got
and there's completion out to the 42-yard line. Capoletti paid attention on that one. Doesn't let him hit him in the shoulder.
18 big yards on that one.
Turned into an interception, which is nice.
One play has him up past the 40
Can't do
already,
that,
and
not
another
on this
first
one.
and 10. They'll run it now.
Why can't I cut back better than that?
Losing yardage back at the 40.
Oh, well.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
61, box, lights.
Looking to throw.
And Snyder drops the ball. Nice.
Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And he comes back with one complete.
Claw makes the catch to get him closer.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down.
Let's get that ball. It's fourth down.
That'll be the end of the first quarter.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
It's going to go into the end zone.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, Everyone talks
defensive
about
start to
converting on
this one.
third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Fights forward for only
There's
about
another
a
yard for Snell.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally.
And there, the Patriots are there for that run.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
He's going to find his running back. It's
Snell gets hit, fumbles the football. Webb picks it up and breaks a tackle almost and goes down at the 3-yard line.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5.
Wow. He was in so quick, Larry Grantham.
Well, that was point
nothing you
counterpoint,
can do there
wasn't
except
it?
for
They
get
decided
sacked.
to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Pilot, 64, win. Check the backer.
Here's 2nd and 8. Forced out to his left. To the goal
What?
line,
That's
but
not what I
it's
was trying to do.
incomplete.
All right.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right
Thought they
play,
hit the
throwing
playmaker
it
thing,
away
but
like
instead
that.
they hit the
Frankly, I think it was the only play.
throw
Got
it out of
outside
bounds
the
thing.
pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
He'll look to throw.
Complete to Colclough for the touchdown.
From 8 yards out, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't
The
matter
Patriots take
who
the
they
lead,
cover him
7-0.
with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to
See
find a little bit
the
of
Redskins
mismatch in
beat
that
the
area.
Eagles, so they both finished 8-8.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
That is fake news.
Even
though it says 0-0. In a game that I would certainly like to see the Chargers win.
Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game
Corner
yet.
was beat
The
pretty
question
bad
is,
on that
will
one.
they? It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw.
Why didn't 24?
And he'll be taken down.
Wish I could turn into the guy I wanted
past
to.
the 50. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down to the play to the 30.
That's Snell with his best
10
run
yards
of
on
the
pickup
day.
there, and it'll be 2nd down. They
Stop
still
this
need about the
running crap
length
right
of the
now.
football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. 2nd down and inches. He's got his man on the crossing route.
Maynard,
And
of
he's
course,
got
can't be
another first
covered.
down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 25-yard line.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
Oh, why did it make him?
He's got the first down inside the 10. Good yardage.
Why it made him suck in to fall for that move. I didn't go that way.
Unfinished business after
Just to make
taking
the
that all
move
the way
work, I
down to
guess.
the 1.
There's no doubt in his mind that he has unfinished business. How upset would he be, even though he won't show it, if the play call comes in, quarterback?
It's amazing that their line is so good after a score. looked like while it was defensive 0-0 that as soon as I score, their offensive line becomes 100s in blocking.
Now on the board here in the first half. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did.
All right.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is
Hold your block for a little bit longer, please.
Which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you think to yourself,
why did he stop?
How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think
purposely stopped so that he couldn't run into the ball.
Pressure. We'll see if they dial it up this drive. He'll look to throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. That was shades of Tennessee volunteer football back in the 80s with Charles Davis coming up from the secondary to make the tackle for a loss.
You mean my teammates doing that, right? Because they would tell you, my coach would say, where's that tape? I want to see that. But how about the complete package there? Not just playing the pass, but being a willing tackler and making a really nice play.
Never played corner before, but I'm thinking about it because Maynard is just destroying him over.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Probably can't possibly do that, so let's figure out how to double cheat.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
The hell?
And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards, the pickup, first down. And he's got his man on the out route. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Jets.
Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. 2nd and 1. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Why would he rip him down by the face mask? Come on.
That's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
This will be caught just inside the 10. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. they become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Why is he wide open all the time?
Touchdown, Jets. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time.
Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him.
Good call,
Can he
Jets.
make a play?
Way to know
Can he
exactly
get into
what was
someone
coming.
that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Why would he drop the ball in his
it's
hands?
incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
This time they stay on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Watch tight end. Hey, we got four down. Shoot.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the curl.
Snap. They'll set up a throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points.
Capiletti.
This will be from 49 yards out. And this one is right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in week 17.
The last halftime show
As we'll
for the
get you down the
Patriots.
coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you as
See what we
always.
got.
Welcome into our final regular
winning and
season
everything.
edition of our Halftime Report. Playoff lives hanging in the balance as we take you around the NFL one final time. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium
a game
in
that has
Baltimore,
absolutely nothing
where it
to
was
do with
the visiting
anything.
Texans
Couple
who were able
4
to
and
come
12
away with the road
semi-pro
victory.
teams. That's
29-10,
nice to know.
the final.
And then a game that hasn't been played yet. Another amazing job by EA Sports.
Lastly, let's check on one final game.
Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This will be taken short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive,
Really?
stay
Come
up with this
on.
team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. This quarterback now 8 of 17 so far, so under 50%, but he's got a 1st and 10. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Going to give this time to the tailback. They're able to push
hand up to Guerin, gets a couple.
37.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block
somehow he came down with the ball, but he was out of bounds.
At the second level.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Nice catch made by Graham there.
He comes back with one complete. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll give it here to his running back.
Well, huge run down to the
2-yard line.
Burton.
They're able to convert on 3rd down.
First carry of the game. Maybe should get one.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Garrett gets
He'll
shut
wind
down.
up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and head.
And Guerin will get to the side for the touchdown.
New England. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. On that sideline, they're saying that
so
was
the Patriots will play 70 yards for the touchdown, regain the lead, 17-14.
Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
Nice kick out of the back of the end zone.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchdown.
Let's see just how impossible Dick Wood and these Jets are.
Now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 12
7
yards
catches for
there.
81 yards today.
Here we go. 18, Gator. 54. Got you, boy. I got you. Put up. Check. Big grip.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice. And he loses the football a second time.
No. Fumble was forced, but the Jets pick it up.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15
Dick
to the
Wood is
16-yard
20 of 22.
7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Absolutely ridiculous.
3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
23.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Yeah, just enough.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
That is incomplete.
He pads it up to himself. My defense stops for some reason and almost let him catch it.
An incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
They'll bring up 4th down.
Get it down to the 7.
So they'll go ahead and just go for the tie.
And it leaves them looking at a 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get
We're all tied up,
5:16
to go.
Makes it a lot easier
tied
to
at
stay
17.
upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll drop to throw.
God dang it. Freaking Baker again.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Under 10, 10.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete.
Goes up, got his hand on it,
but
of course
but it
can't
falls
land.
to the ground and brings up 4th down. The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at him from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance
now
to take
the
it
Jets are the
downfield.
ones that have the ball
defense just did them
late
a
in the
solid,
game.
it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of
Game
play
tied.
free tie game. They're not behind.
60 Pittsburgh.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that'll help him in contract time.
23 of 26.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. And he'll give it here to his running back.
Why does he go inside? I don't understand why he stops.
The 35-yard line.
The play makes sense if he goes forward like he's supposed to. But he stops getting the other guys away and ends up being just a horrible
they were
play.
really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often.
Right
These
down
guys
the
have really
field with the game
developed
on
into
the line,
superior
no problem.
blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And that is incomplete.
Maynard slipped. That's the only reason why it was incomplete.
He was unable to complete it there, and just not the
Otherwise,
game
I'm
that
sure
you
he
would
would have
expect
completed
from him.
it.
He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on.
The announcer just said he's been off the mark from start to finish. That's his 4th incompletion. 24 of 28.
Back in this situation.
He's off the mark.
Big kick right there to give him the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
So the Patriots now down by a field goal. And time, a huge factor. A chance to end this season with a bang as they come up with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it.
Throwing the ball, passing correctly again.
Down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's back to throw. Man over the middle, and it's complete. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Go now. 15 line. 15 line. Go. Big grip.
He'll look to throw. And
Of course, it goes way up in the air, so it's picked up. This game is so stupid.
There as his guys will get the football back.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
We got 4.
And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Game doesn't mean anything anyways. It's just
they can get another run like we
dumb
just saw.
that they had to do that.
Put an end to this thing.
Just do regular coverage. You don't need to have a ball that goes 4 miles in the air, so it can be easily intercepted.
26. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
Well, going into the final play
Oh,
of this
so the Patriots
game,
lose their last game, which is fine. Didn't matter. Whatever.
They couldn't get it done. However, we were treated
More
really
evidence that Madden
even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still.
But
you were
really
wondering,
cares?
could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Jets, the win won't get them to 500, but they will finish on a high note at 7-9. And by just about all accounts, not
so like
the
I said,
type
the
of
Jets
year
on their
they were
way up,
hoping to
Patriots on their
have.
way
Meanwhile,
down.
for the Patriots,
So that's how the
this
season
might wind up
ended.
being a
So
tough pill to swallow
story-wise,
as they're going to finish the
that
season
actually
at
makes
9-7.
next year
And it's
you
going to be
should see,
finger-crossing time as we await
these
the
guys
final
flip.
shakedown of this year's playoff picture. And
the
for
Jets
Charles
become the
Davis and our
challengers, whereas
entire
the
crew,
Patriots
I'm
just
Brandon
get
Gaudin.
out
You've been
of
watching
any kind
the
of running.
NFL
Really was under
on EA
50%,
Sports.
but of course Dick Wood was 85.7. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.